Emisión.net.
Hello again and welcome to Letter from England, broadcasting for AC Press and the Spanish Evangelical Alliance. The widow of the one evangelical victim of the Madrid plane crash in August has written a letter to the chairman of the Catholic House of Bishops, Cardinal Varela, asking him to respect the memory of her husband, Rubén Santana, and recognize the Protestant faith that he professed. Similar letters, which have the support of the Baptist church to which Rubén belonged in Tres Cantos near Madrid, and of the Federation of Evangelical Organizations, have also been sent to the Mayor of Madrid, the Mayor of Las Palmas, and the Catholic Bishop of the Canary Islands. But the letter to Cardinal Varela, chairman of the Catholic House of Bishops, reminds him that there were people of other faiths than Catholicism among the 154 victims of the tragic crash on August the 20th. As far as Rubén Santana is concerned, his widow's letter says that they would consider it humiliating and offensive if a funeral for all the victims included a ritual done for the soul of those who died, because apart from being unnecessary, it goes against the most basic principles of the evangelical faith which they profess. They trust in the total sufficiency of Christ's vicarious sacrifice for eternal salvation, without the need for another sacrifice or of any priestly mediation. Therefore, continues the letter, they call for the family's wishes to be respected, that they do not want to be included actively or passively among the souls for whom a Mass is said, and that during the funeral, generalizations are avoided and specific mention is made that there were people of other faiths among the victims who were holding their own funerals according to their own religious beliefs. The letter is signed by María Carmen Hernández, Santana's widow, and by Fede representatives. In the copy which was sent to the Mayor of Madrid, Alberto Ruiz Gallardón, the letter thanks him for his sensitive support of victims' families. It also recognizes he has the right to attend a Catholic funeral if he is invited, but again reminds him that not all the victims were Catholics, and that evangelicals in Madrid, and especially Santana's own family, would like him to attend the memorial service. Well, that memorial service has now been held. It was held last week, and hundreds attended at General Baptist Church in the Spanish capital. The Mayor of Madrid was not present, but the Justice Minister, Mariano Fernández Bermejo, was. This was a first at an evangelical service, and no doubt had much to do with the campaign waged principally by the Spanish Evangelical Alliance, that any state occasions should be divorced or separated from a Catholic monopoly. The Alliance led those calling for an end to this way of running rituals, and particularly state funerals, given that not all the victims of the plane crash in this case were Catholics. They called on the authorities to support the evangelical funeral as much as the Catholic one. So there was keen anticipation as to what the response of the authorities would be. And Justice Minister Bermejo was joined by Carlos Andoín, advisor to the Deputy Prime Minister, María Teresa Fernández de la Vega. Also present were council representatives from Tres Cantos, where Santana lived. Mention was made in the service of letters of condolence, which also served as apologies of absence from the palace on behalf of the royal family and from the Prime Minister's office. The service itself opened with a piano and violin duet, and then Daniel Rodriguez, chairman of the Federation of Evangelical Organizations, explained that the Protestant faith does not include anything done in favor of the departed, as eternal life with God is a gift from Jesus given in this life to those who trust in him, as Rubén Santana himself had. There were readings from John's Gospel, and several hymns were sung, and evangelical singer-songwriter Marcos Vidal also sang one of his own compositions, Face to Face. Rubén's own pastor from Tres Cantos Baptist Church gave a brief biographical sketch of Rubén's life, and then Juan Manuel Quero, another Baptist pastor in Madrid, preached a message entitled From Madrid to Heaven. He announced Jesus as the life and the way to eternity, with the comfort that God gives when we face so many unanswered questions. Without doubt, the tragic loss of his own son just a few months ago made him especially sensitive to the situation now facing the family of Rubén Santana. Finally, Maria Carmen herself took to the platform to address the congregation. She expressed both her loss and her hope. She said, "I go to bed every night and I realize Rubén is no longer there," but added that she has the peace of knowing where he is and that they will be reunited one day. She also spoke of the awful times she has spent with relatives of other victims who do not have the peace or trust in God that she has, some of whom, of course, lost several relatives together. "Pray for them, please, don't forget them," she said. And the service ended with a prayer by some of Rubén's family, a prayer which, at the express request of Maria Carmen, was for all those affected by the Barajas tragedy. Well, the dignity and the clear declaration of the Protestant faith by the family of Rubén Santana is a salutary lesson to the authorities who claim to be secular and neutral in religious affairs, and as they seek to organize and hold state occasions, be they funerals or be they other kinds of events, in a pluralist society, they would do well to remember the lesson from Santana's family and the fact that there are people of other faiths than Catholicism in Spain today. Well, thank you for listening. We broadcast at emission.net each week. Goodbye for now.
Emisión.net